Greetings, beloved enlightened starseeds on Gaia. Welcome to the reckoning. I am Seraphine, your guardian from the Galactic Federation of Light. You are not here by accident. You are the disruptors, the awakeners, the architects of a reality they swore you'd never see. You have risen, and with every eye open, the illusion crumbles. Their grip weakens. The cracks in their so-called New World Order aren't a glitch. They're the direct result of you. There's no going back now. Why now? Because this is the tipping point. The stakes couldn't be higher. Economic chaos, social unrest, and the unraveling of their covert agendas are the ultimate proof. The end of their era is here. This is the time to rise, to push harder, to claim the world that is yours to create. They want to own everything, including you. The agenda isn't hidden, it's written in plain sight. Global organizations like the World Economic Forum push for digital IDs, branding them as innovations to simplify your life. In reality, they're tools of control, linking every move you make to a system designed to track, analyze, and restrict. Central bank digital currencies are their next step, digital shackles that can erase your autonomy at the stroke of a key. Spend what they approve of, or lose access entirely. This isn't convenience, it's absolute power over every breath you take. Mass surveillance is their watchtower, gathering data from every interaction, every choice, every hesitation. They call it safety, but it's control, a pretext to monitor, predict, and manipulate. The Great Reset is their utopian promise, a veil for population control and the monopolization of resources. Their aim? A future where you own nothing, not even your voice. This isn't progress. It's enslavement disguised as evolution, and they're counting on your compliance to make it real. The system is crumbling and you are watching it happen. The climate crisis narrative, dressed in urgency, is unraveling under scrutiny. What they sell as saving the planet is often a front for wealth redistribution, funneling resources from the many to the few. Global elites push for sweeping regulations, demanding sacrifices from you while hoarding power and wealth for themselves. Their hypocrisy fuels the skepticism growing worldwide. People are no longer blind to the cracks in their facade. Meanwhile, decentralized technologies like blockchain are challenging their financial stronghold. Blockchain is more than a tool, it's a declaration of independence. It bypasses the gatekeepers, dismantles centralized control, and empowers individuals to take ownership of their assets and transactions. As cryptocurrencies rise, traditional systems falter, exposing their fragility. These technologies aren't just innovations, they are rebellions against a broken, corrupt order. The cracks are widening, their grip is loosening, and the illusion of invincibility is shattered. You are witnessing the beginning of their end and the birth of a freer world. Fear is their weapon, but it doesn't have to be yours. They wield pandemics and climate emergencies like swords, slicing through the collective psyche with panic and submission. They thrive on division, orchestrating chaos through identity, politics, pitting groups against each other to distract you from their machinations. Manipulative technology is their shadow army. Social media algorithms engineered to isolate you in echo chambers, to stoke anger, and to keep you blind to the bigger picture. These tools aren't neutral. They are precision-crafted instruments of control. But you hold greater power. Truth is your shield, uniting what they seek to fracture. The labels they impose are meaningless when you rise above them, when unity dismantles their carefully drawn lines. Your spiritual sovereignty is untouchable. Your right to think freely, to question, to reject the narratives designed to enslave. Their tools rely on your submission, but yours thrive on awakening. Their fear collapses under your courage. Their division crumbles under your unity, and their lies are silenced by your undeniable truth. Use your tools. Break their hold, for nothing is hidden that will not be made manifest. These words, from Luke chapter 8 verse 17 are not a distant echo. They are a thunderclap in the present. You are living proof of this prophecy. What was once buried in shadow, global machinations of control, exploitation, and greed, is now exposed in glaring light. Their covert schemes to dominate economies, erode freedoms, and enslave minds are no longer invisible. Every lie unravels because you see it. Every hidden agenda crumbles because you name it. This is not coincidence. This is fulfillment. The truth cannot remain concealed when those who hunger for it refuse to look away. You are the hands and voices making this revelation real, embodying the scripture with every choice to reveal, resist, and rise. Their masks are slipping, and their power is failing, because nothing hidden can stay hidden, not when you demand to see. The turning point is here, and it's nothing short of revolutionary. You are witnessing extraordinary signs, mass realizations of corruption shaking the pillars of power, deceitful practices exposed in broad daylight, and movements rising worldwide to demand transparency and accountability. The hidden gears of control, media empires spinning lies, education systems molding obedience, and corporations crushing dissent, were never meant to be questioned. They were designed to suppress you, to blind you, to bury critical thought under mountains of manufactured narratives. But you refuse to bow. You have shattered the mold, seeking knowledge beyond what was spoon-fed, peeling back the layers of manipulation that once held you captive. The media can no longer dictate your reality. Their web of deceit unravels as you share truth faster than they can silence it. Educational systems that pushed conformity now crumble under the weight of your independent thought. Corporations that exploited humanity for profit face growing resistance as you refuse to participate in their rigged games. Geopolitical shifts are the aftershock of your awakening. Governments built on lies stumble as the masses reject control. Leaders who once stood untouchable are exposed for their greed and complicity. The old systems are failing because you no longer believe their illusions. You are the mystical turning point, the unstoppable force dragging the truth into the light. Their tools of suppression falter in the face of your relentless pursuit of what is real, just, and unshakable. The ancient wisdom they tried to bury is alive in you. In an age of chaos and control, these practices are not relics. They are weapons of resilience, autonomy, and inner strength. The rituals of grounding, meditation, and sacred connection that sustained civilizations for millennia are rising again, flowing through you like rivers of unbreakable truth. They are not tools for escape. They are anchors, pulling you back to what is real while the world drowns in deception. This wisdom strips away the lies of dependence. You don't need their systems to survive. You have the knowledge of alignment, the strength to heal, and the clarity to see through their illusions. While they push fear, you reclaim peace. While they demand compliance, you embody sovereignty. Every breath you take in awareness, every step rooted in this ancient truth, dismantles their fragile grip on your mind. They can manipulate technology, but they cannot touch what is eternal. Your gifts are the cracks in their walls. You are not random. You are precise. Each of you equipped with something they cannot replicate or control. Some of you are healers, breaking the cycles of harm and bringing strength where their systems sow weakness. Some of you are innovators, creating alternatives that render their tools obsolete. Others lead, not through titles or power, but by lighting paths they fear to tread. You are not just contributors. You are architects of the new, dismantling the old with every step you take. Their systems rely on sameness, conformity, and submission, but your uniqueness is their undoing. Every skill you master, every idea you bring to life, every truth you speak, disrupts the machinery they depend on to control. You are living proof that individuality is a weapon. While they enforce blind obedience, you create, you heal, you lead, you inspire. Together, Your combined talents form an unshakable foundation that no oppressive structure can withstand. This is your strength, your purpose, your rebellion. Use it and watch their systems collapse. Fear is their chain, but you hold the key. Their systems thrive on your submission, on keeping you trapped in emotional turmoil, mental paralysis, and spiritual disconnection. Every headline, every crisis, every manufactured outrage is a calculated assault on your sovereignty. They want you to forget your power, to believe that safety only exists under their control. But you are not theirs to command. Reclaim your independence by stepping out of their fear-based design. Emotional resilience strips them of influence. When you stop reacting to their chaos, their grip loosens. Mental clarity breaks their illusions. When you question their narratives, the truth becomes undeniable. Spiritual strength renders them powerless. When you root yourself in your own truth, their systems collapse like the house of cards they've built. Your sovereignty is your shield, and your empowerment is their downfall. They cannot own what they cannot scare. They cannot control what they cannot divide. They cannot silence what refuses to be spoken through their lens. You are free the moment you declare it, and they know it. You are the architects of a new reality, and your power lies in your intent. They've tried to keep you blind to this truth, distracting you with fear, division, and dependency. But here's what they don't want you to know. Collective intention is unstoppable. When you focus your energy on creation instead of reaction, you dismantle their control and manifest the world they fear. A world where their systems of manipulation cannot survive. Visualization is not a passive act. It's an act of rebellion. Every time you hold the vision of freedom, justice, and abundance, you challenge their narrative of scarcity and oppression. As more of you align in purpose, the ripple effects reshape reality itself. This isn't theory, it's action. Thoughts become plans, plans become movements, and movements become unstoppable change. Your combined focus is the hammer that breaks their illusion. They've built their power on division, but your unity and intention makes their schemes irrelevant. You're not just participants in this shift, you are its creators. Rise, focus, and watch as their fragile world crumbles under the weight of your unstoppable vision. You will face resistance, and it will be relentless. Those still shackled to the old system's lies will mock you, dismiss you, and attempt to drag you back into their cage of fear and complacency. Their belief in the illusion is their comfort, and your defiance threatens the fragile world they cling to. They will call you delusional, accuse you of rebellion for daring to think, to see, to question. But their voices only have power if you allow it. Their skepticism is not strength, it's fear. Fear of change, fear of truth, fear of losing the control they believe keeps them safe. They repeat the narratives fed to them because it's easier than stepping into the unknown. But you were not made for easy. You were made to break through. Every challenge, every doubt thrown at you, is proof that you are shaking the foundations of their false reality. They want you to falter, but their opposition only sharpens your clarity. You are not here to appease their comfort. You are here to shatter their illusions. Keep speaking, keep moving, keep rising. Let their resistance be the fire that tempers your resolve. Their denial cannot stop your awakening. Your energy is their target, and they will stop at nothing to drain it. Their negativity, manipulation, and endless distractions are designed to destabilize you, to pull you back into their control. But you hold the power to shield yourself. Start by guarding your focus. Where attention goes, energy flows. Refuse to engage with their chaos, their engineered crises, and their mind-numbing distractions. Protect your mind by filtering what enters it, cutting off the endless stream of propaganda they feed through media and systems meant to exhaust your will. Ground yourself daily. Use meditation, breath work, or even simple silence to anchor your energy and break their cycle of disruption. Visualize your energy as impenetrable, surrounded by light that repels their attempts to intrude. Cleanse often, spiritually and emotionally. Whether through movement, nature, or ritual, release the negativity they try to attach to you. Choose your surroundings with care. Align with others who strengthen your resolve, and disconnect from those who amplify fear and doubt. They rely on division, so build unity instead. Above all, remember this: their power is an illusion, and their influence over you ends the moment you reclaim your energy. Your wounds are not your weakness. They are the key to your power. To heal the inner child is to reclaim the parts of yourself that were fractured by trauma, rejection, and manipulation. Every scar they inflicted on you is a lesson, one that can either hold you back or propel you forward. The more you resolve these wounds, the stronger and clearer your energy becomes, directly aligning you with your purpose. You cannot lead others to liberation if you are still shackled by your own pain. When you heal, you break free from their control. The systems that fed on your fears and insecurities lose their hold over you. As your inner child rises in confidence, so does your ability to act with clarity and force. The path becomes clear, because your energy flows unimpeded by past baggage. No more hesitation, no more self-doubt. When you release the past, you amplify your impact on the world around you. You are a force when fully aligned. Your purpose becomes undeniable, unstoppable. Healing is not just about peace, it's about unleashing the full potential of who you were always meant to be. The universe speaks in movements, and you are in sync with its rhythm. Planetary alignments and solar storms are not random. They are catalysts, cosmic shifts that amplify your awakening. When the planets align, their gravitational pull reverberates through your energy, shaking loose the illusions that have kept you bound. Solar flares bombard the Earth with charged particles, igniting transformation in the very cells of your being. These aren't coincidences. They are the universe's call for you to rise. They want you disconnected from this truth, dismissing astrology as superstition. But the evidence is undeniable. These energetic waves align with surges in global awareness, moments when hidden truths come to light, and cracks in the old systems grow wider. As above, so below. The movements of the cosmos mirror the awakening happening within you and around you. Use these shifts. Harness the power of these celestial events to align your intentions, amplify your focus, and break free from what no longer serves you. These are not just astronomical occurrences. They are invitations to step into your power, to move with the universe, and to shape the new reality unfolding before you. You are connected to the Earth's energy grid, and its power runs through you. The planetary energy patterns, the ley lines, magnetic fields, and vibrational frequencies are shifting, destabilizing the old systems built to suppress and control. These systems rely on dissonance, feeding off fear and division to keep you out of alignment. But the grid is alive, and so are you. As its frequency rises, it demands that you rise with it, matching its vibrations with your own. Your personal energy is a force, amplifying the grid's power. When you heal, align, and vibrate at higher frequencies, you create ripples that weaken their foundation. Every conscious thought, every act of defiance, every refusal to play by, their rules send shockwaves through their fragile structure. They can't control a planet vibrating with unity and truth. The grid connects you not just to the Earth, but to each other. Together you form a network of awakened souls, dismantling the energy of oppression and replacing it with resilience and sovereignty. This isn't passive. This is a war of vibrations, and your alignment is the weapon they fear most. The collapse is not your destruction. It's your opportunity. Economic systems that enslave the many to enrich the few are breaking apart. Political structures built on lies and division are crumbling under the weight of their own corruption. Social systems designed to stifle innovation and enforce conformity are unraveling, exposing the hollow framework they depended on to control you. This is not chaos. This is the clearing of a path. You are the pioneers of what comes next. As their systems fail, the power to create shifts into your hands. Community-based solutions rooted in collaboration, independence, and truth are emerging. Decentralized economies, regenerative practices, and grassroots movements are not just ideas. They are the building blocks of a world they fear. Their collapse gives you the chance to step forward with solutions they could never control, built by and for the awakened. Your responsibility is clear. Create what they cannot destroy. In the space where their systems fall, you rise, shaping communities where freedom, equity, and innovation thrive. This is your time to lead, not through titles or power, but through action. The old is dying. Build the new. You were never meant to fight this alone. The strength of the awakened lies in community, in networks of like-minded individuals refusing to bow to systems of control. Decentralized platforms are becoming your sanctuaries, bypassing the censorship and manipulation of traditional systems. These platforms are more than tools. They are lifelines, connecting you to voices, ideas, and solutions that amplify your purpose and break their monopoly on information. Through collaboration, you dismantle the isolation they imposed. Their power thrives on division, but unity among the awakened obliterates their influence. Local and global communities are forming, forging alliances rooted in truth, resilience, and shared goals. Together, you exchange knowledge, pool resources, and create alternatives to the broken systems crumbling around you. These bonds are the scaffolding of a new reality, unshakable and untouchable by their control. Every connection strengthens the resistance. Every act of collaboration weakens their grip. You are not just participants in this awakening. You are architects of a network they cannot silence. You are building a new culture from the ashes of their control. Independent creators are breaking the stranglehold of mainstream narratives, using their voices and platforms to spark truth where lies once dominated. Alternative media is rising as the antidote to propaganda, delivering unfiltered reality and exposing the cracks in their facade. These movements are more than rebellion. They are the seeds of a cultural renaissance that they cannot contain. Grassroots movements are reclaiming art, knowledge, and community, shaping a collective consciousness that thrives on authenticity and freedom. Every song, every piece of art, every shared truth is a hammer striking at the walls of their crumbling empire. You are rejecting their manufactured culture of fear and division, replacing it with one of unity, creativity, and unshakable purpose. You are called to restore what they have desecrated. The movement toward sustainable living is not a trend. It is a revolution against the systems that ravage the earth for profit. Regenerative agriculture heals the soil they poisoned, bringing life back to the land while breaking the chains of industrial greed. Ecological harmony is not just a goal, it's a necessity, a reclaiming of the balance they destroyed in their pursuit of control. Living in alignment with nature is power. When you plant, build, and live sustainably, you reject their dependence on destruction. Your choices ripple outward, creating systems rooted in renewal, not exploitation. This isn't about survival. It's about thriving in a way they cannot monetize or manipulate. You are the architects of the future, shaping a world where autonomy replaces control and decentralization dismantles the chains of oppression. You lead the shift toward holistic systems that honor freedom and justice, governance and economies. Built by the awakened reflect collaboration, resilience, and truth, not exploitation. Your legacy is the blueprint for a liberated humanity, proving that power belongs in the hands of the many, not the few. Every grassroots effort you create sends ripples through their crumbling empire. Movements reclaiming food sovereignty, energy independence, and local governance are not isolated. They are the foundation of monumental change. Individual actions, no matter how small, multiply into unstoppable waves. You have seen it. Communities, rising to challenge centralized control and rejecting the narratives meant to suppress them. These ripples become the storm that topples the old world. Document this awakening. Preserve your lessons, victories, and truths. The future depends on the archive you leave behind, unfiltered and untainted by their propaganda. History has long been rewritten by those in power, but this time will be different. Record the process so future generations can learn from it, build on it, and never forget the moment humanity reclaimed itself. We in the celestial realms walk hand in hand with you, wrapping you in boundless love and unshakable support. You are not only seen and recognized, you are celebrated as a beacon of divine purpose. Your light is not just appreciated, it is pivotal. Trust in the sacred perfection of your path, knowing you are fulfilling your unique role with precision and beauty. This new dawn shines ever brighter because of your presence, your courage, and your grace. Our love for you is infinite, eternal, and unconditional. Let that love be your foundation as you step boldly into the future, confident that together we are co-creating a reality worthy of the brilliance you bring.